olarak yine bir ilke imza atmış olmanın haklı gururunu yaşıyoruz. Dünyanın en önemli kadın vokallerinden biri sayılan Tori Amos'la yine Türkiye'nin en özel, en özgün kadın vokallerinden biri olan Şebnem Ferah'ı konser öncesinde afiş için bir araya getirdik. Şebnem Ferah sordu, Tori Amos yanıtladı.
Merhaba arkadaşlar. Burada olma sebebim bu akşam Caz Festivali kapsamında Tori Amos'un vereceği konser. Birazdan kendimce sizin aklınıza gelebileceğini düşündüğüm ya da benim bir müzisyen olarak aklıma gelen şeyleri kendisine yöneltmeye çalışacağım. Burada sahneden gördüğüm kadarıyla sadece bir piyanoyla çalacak ve söyleyecek ve bu yüzden çok özel bir performans olacağını düşünüyorum. Kendisi benim de şahsen çok saygı duyduğum, çok hem piyano çalışına hem şarkı söyleyişine hem olduğu gibi varoluşuna çok saygı duyduğum bir müzisyen. O yüzden ben de çok heyecanlıyım. Elimden geldiği kadar aklınıza gelebilecek soruları ve benim aklıma gelen soruları kendisine yöneltmeye çalışacağım. Birazdan tekrar beraber olacağız. Görüşmek üzere. Arkadaşlar, az önce söylediğim gibi şimdi kendisi geldi ve ben sizin için ona bazı sorular yönelteceğim. Bana şans dileyin. Okay, first of all, it's very nice to see you in Istanbul, and I wonder how did you find it? Did you find time enough to see any places or something like that?
I've been walking the streets.
Oh, really?
I like to walk.
Did you like it so far?
Yes, I love it. I feel like I'm in a different time. Modern as well as ancient, the balance all at the same time. I don't know what I'm playing yet tonight. I find out by walking the streets.
You're just an empty cage, girl, if you kill the bird. I've been looking for a savior in these dirty streets, looking for a savior beneath these dirty sheets. I've been raising up my hands, drunk enough to kneeling. I've got enough guilt to stuff my own religion.
I must personally tell you that I appreciate you so much with whatever you do, whoever you are. I mean, I think that you're a great inspiration to many people, and I wonder how it makes you feel to know that many people listen to your music and take you into their lives. Are you happy with this, or do you sometimes get scared? I wonder what you think about that.
I never get scared because I feel that I'm just like a little satellite transmitter for the songs, and the songs want to be in relationship with people. They've told me that since I was a little girl, and sometimes I just have to stay out of the way so that they can meet people and have their own private communication with people. Sometimes it really has nothing to do with me, except that I have to stay very focused so that I can hold the songs.
And how do you manage to stay so focused and keep your enthusiasm for music for that long time without any big breakups or something like that. How do you manage that?
Music is manna from the universe. It's pure form, and it's a gift from the divine. Therefore, I'm fed by the music in a way that nothing else feeds me. I'm fed as a friend and a mother and a lover, and I try and feed those that I am close to. But music sustains me in a way that food does not. So, yes, I like food, but
What do you think about being a woman musician in a world that is very much dominated, I think, by men usually? You're a successful woman, and what do you think about that? Maybe I'm sorry asking this question because in our country it's more like that. So I wonder how you look towards this idea of being in a man-dominated world musically.
I don't think it's only your country. I think that America sometimes looks like it has different rules to yours when it comes to the music business. And yes, we're more open than you are. That's true. And we've made more strides. That's true. But we should, because you have to look at our histories. However, unfortunately, in the last, I'd say, 7 years, we have come up against a control through the media now that there are a few corporations that really decide what the masses hear. And because of that, there is a lot of editing. The rules for women in some ways are different than the rules for men because, you know, you start to get to be a certain age and men are just getting to be sexy at 40. Look at Johnny Depp and Brad Pitt. But as a woman in the music industry, if you're 40 years old, you really have to be quite a chess player. And I don't think that it should be that way. Difficulties in your, with your career, but I got my answer. Well, of course I have. But this is where you begin to learn about yourself. And you find something in your soul that refuses to adhere to rules that don't make sense. Youth, the idea of youth and beauty is not on my altar. I admire it. But I admire a lot of things. I admire wisdom, however. And so therefore, it has driven me to be able to stand up to some of these forces. But it is a chess game. The music business sometimes has nothing to do with music. Therefore, if you don't have the stomach for it, I don't blame you, because it's a nasty business. But most businesses are. That's why it's very clear. You have to keep clear. The musicians are like the birds. They're on one side, and then you must play a chess game if you're going to sustain this strange world.
Looking for a savior in these dirty streets. Looking for a savior beneath these dirty sheets. I've been raising up my hands, driving nothing alien. Where are those angels when you need them? Why do we crucify ourselves?
it's going to be a private question or not, but how about being a mother? I see that it suits you a lot. How do you feel about that? I mean, how did it affect your daily life and thus your practicing or something like that? How did it affect you?
It's very grounding, and it's the biggest challenge that I've come across. There's no question. You know, to anybody who is a mother, it really is something that I think can humble you and yet fulfill you. And it's a journey that I didn't understand before I took it. It's not right for everyone.
Yeah.
I have girlfriends who have seen what I go through and just say, you know what, you can have that. Because you can always give a child back when it's not your own. When it's your own, you really can't do that, even if you might want to sometimes. And the great thing about it is touring with Tash is something that I really like, because I'm a working musician. That's what I am. I wouldn't say music is my job, but I'd say, you know, as a working mother, that's what I am. Therefore, she comes with us. This is our world. When people say, you know, once you get off tour and back to reality, and I kind of look at them and say, no, this is our reality. Are you crazy? So therefore, we have to find a way to have consistency and a schedule within our reality, which is not, quote unquote, normal, but it's our normal.
Yeah,
and that's been the challenge.
Shots rang out, the police came, Mama laid me on the front lawn and prayed for Jane.
Thinking that you're an inspiration to many people, I wonder what things inspire you. As a matter of fact, you said that you're fed by music, by earth itself. Are there any other, musicians that you like to listen and get inspired of sometimes?
Yes, but I keep that very quiet.
Quiet.
Because I have to run into these people.
Okay.
So I don't want to offend any of them. But yes, of course. And I look to, I'm always observing. You really never know sometimes the next person that's going to change your viewpoint on something. I ran into some guy just a few days ago who was a Hindu monk for 15 years and is now a journalist and just interviewed me. And he's older, he's been around a long time, and I think by hearing about his story and where he has come in his life, I was able to come back to center after, not being, I was sort of frazzed a little bit. You know how you get with all the traveling, and I was not present. And I just listened. I just kind of looked and said, I'm not in the mood to talk yet. Can you just talk? And so he started to tell me about his life. And it was weird. I was interviewing him. And by the end of it, I was completely inspired. So you never know where your next inspiration's coming from. It's not necessarily going to be from a cathedral, which they do inspire architecture, like all of us. Come on, the great visual artists. But sometimes it's just somebody you pass on the street.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the shifts are starting to come now, is when we understand that it's in the moment to moment where the magic happens. It's not out there somewhere. It's here.
Great. My next question is going to be about singing and playing the piano at the same time. Do you do this so naturally, or do you sometimes practice at home for the difficult parts maybe? Or is it something totally natural for you? This is my personal wondering.
Okay, well, playing and singing comes naturally. Playing two keyboards, that the same time takes a little bit of work, especially in high heels. But I can't really do a whole lot else. But I can't really wash clothes very well, and I can't get stains out, and I can't... There are a lot of things that nobody asked me to do.
I see.
My husband has said that we should get T-shirts made that says wrong job, so that if I start to think that I can cook, he's just going to give me the wrong job T-shirt.
I see.
And I understand that that's not what I do. And it's not to be critical. He adores me. But I have been doing this before I could talk. So I don't know where it comes from, but I can't count. I'm not mathematical, and yet when it comes to rhythm, internally with music, there is an innate sense of time.
Yeah.
However, there are a lot of things I can't do. I mean, I don't think I could get a job if I had to go out in the real world. You know, I'm unhireable.
Great.
Like a good book, I can put this deep in. Let's show the fairy tale with you. Let's show the fairy tale with you. Let's show the fairy tale with you. And I ride alongside it, and I roll alongside them, and I roll alongside to you, lost there in the open road, and I rolled alongside to the honey's parade until then, for me to break your bread, for me to take your word, I am to steal your
Okay, there are so many questions I would gladly want to ask you, but I think we're running out of time. So I know this day will be a busy day for you. So I want to wish you the best of luck for tonight.
Well,
and
thank you.
Best of luck with your latest album.
Thank you.
And-
I'm savoring every moment being here. The sun shines differently here.
Oh, we are so glad to see you here, and I'm sure tonight will be a great night.
Thank you.
If you accept that, this is my little present to
Oh,
you.
you're so kind.
Sorry for that. This is believed to be, this is something traditional and believed to keep you safe from everything in the world.
Oh,
If you
thank
accept.
you, thank you. Mwah.
It was
Thank
very
you.
nice to see you.
Thank you, and you.
Thanks
I
again.
really enjoyed that. Could you put this on,
Yeah,
and I will
sure,
wear it with...
sure. Is it okay like that?
Oh, it's great.
Okay.
It's great. Thank you so much.
I
Beautiful.
thank you for everything you said. It was a great inspiration.
Oh,
for me.
good.
Thanks a
Okay.
lot.
Best to you.
Bye-bye.
Figures of my courage would use to settle down my looking for a savior in these dirty streets. Looking for a savior beneath these dirty sheets. I've been raising up my hands, driving another day within. Just like God. sugar. I can have my cross, I know I can't name Easter issues. Will you ever love?
Sanatın ana haber bülteni Afiş'ten bugünlük de bu kadar. Bize ulaşmak isteyenler için elektronik posta adresimiz her zamanki gibi afiş@cnntürk.com.tr. Yeni bir Afiş'te kültür sanat dünyasının gündeminden yepyeni haber